Hello and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your host tonight, Bob, Cory, and Todd. Cory, how are you?
Oh, I am fantastic, sir. How about yourself?
Oh, no, that's not the way this goes.
Oh, that's right. Todd is here. Sorry, I'm losing audio in my cans. Todd, how are you?
I got your back, Todd.
I feel overlooked is how I am now.
Underappreciated, sir.
Exactly. Underappreciated. Overlooked.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. Like I said, I was losing audio in my headphones. I'm like, I couldn't hear anything Todd was saying. I got very flustered for a second.
Yeah.
And I decided to pass it back to Bob.
He must not be on the show tonight.
I'm a little bit butthurt. Bob, how are you?
I feel overvalued, sir. I can't possibly take the place of Todd Dillon.
Butthurt.
Irreplaceable.
Hurt.
What's the opposite of butthurt?
Vagina hurt?
Butt stimulated?
Ooh. Somewhere in between you guys. The truth lies somewhere in the middle.
Taint tickled?
I would take taint tickled.
Glorious butt feeling?
That's for the wordsmiths out there. Yeah. You put a little stank on that.
Well, a lot of stank if it's your butt.
You could put that in the middle of your senior thesis and probably get away with it.
Yeah.
In the margin. Nice use of grammar, sir. A-. All right. Hey, if you're new to the show, thank you for joining us. You can catch us here every week. If you want to go back and listen to or watch previous episodes, you can find us anywhere where you can get a podcast. You can watch our shining faces out on YouTube. And you can email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com with your existential questions or your request for relationship advice. And Todd, we haven't had many of those lately, so hopefully if Candy Cane is listening, we'll get an update on her situation.
Come on, Candy.
And you can also DM us on Instagram at Schnozzcast, probably the best way to just chat with us. And speaking of chatting, there's a number of things that we need to get to tonight. And I want to pass the ball over to Todd.
One at a time, Bob.
One at a time. So since we're on the topic of Instagram, our pals, our friends from the Great White North, Girl Dinner, who we've had on the show and we follow their podcast pretty religiously, had posted an episode a few weeks back in which they brought up the topic of the poop knife. And they were well, let's say to say they were gobsmacked that such a thing existed would be an understatement, and to say that they were really grief-stricken that anyone that listened to them would know what it is or even have used one seemed to make no sense. But they put the call out anyway on an Instagram off of one of their posts, and I saw it, and I thought I could answer this question because I know someone who has one. And we've talked about it on the show.
I still don't. Can you elaborate a little bit more about this poop knife thing?
I tried to do this to somebody else in Cory's presence, and I kind of screwed up the timeline of the story. So I'm going to leave this to Cory to do.
Yeah, can somebody bring me along? It feels like I've missed
the story
77 weeks because if I heard it right, you said poop knife.
Yes, a knife for your poop.
Yeah, that is.
So somebody's eating said poop. Is that what's the disorder?
No, it's. I think it'd be easy to make the mistake that this is for my dog for when I take him for a walk and he loses a tooth. This is a thing that one of my dogs used to do famously when he was a puppy.
Would lose teeth.
Lose his tooth, and he would bury it in his shit. He would find a pile of his shit that hadn't been picked up yet and bury his tooth in the shit. And
wait for the doggy tooth fairy to come and give him a kibble or a biscuit or a dollar.
Seems like you know exactly where I was going with this. But if he was going to eat that poop, he might need a poop knife and a poop fork. It'd be easy to make that mistake, but no, that's not what we're talking about. And this is where Cory steps in.
Yeah, please step in, Cory.
Before, I'm just getting something kind of prepped here. So, all right. Todd, Todd was not on the show yet when we discussed this.
I don't remember how long ago it was. It's possible he was.
It was just
a special guest.
This is new to me.
Yeah, it was quite some time ago.
A poop knife.
So what we're going to do, we're going to revisit the original story.
Yeah.
That we discussed on the show.
Yep.
And this was one of my Booze News articles that I brought to the table. And I know we're not big fans anymore of reading stuff verbatim, but this is one of those stories that I'm going to just read off to you.
You got to do it.
From Reddit. So it's a little long, so buckle up.
It's on Reddit, so it's true.
Get yourself a drink.
I've seen it in other places, but the first time, the first thing that pops up is on Reddit.
Strap your seatbelt on.
Yes. All right, so here we go. My family poops big. Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's our diet.
Hold on.
Yep.
This is not you. You didn't write this.
No, I
did not.
This is something
that you came across.
This is a story I came across to present to you guys for Booze News.
Because back then we were putting the call out, like everybody needs to come to the show with at least one news article that we could read for Booze News.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
But everyone births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole at the bottom of the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Growing up, it was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose. It was normal.
Wait. Stop. Oh, hang on.
No. I think it's important that we allow. This is the first. If we all knew the story, that'd be a different thing. We'd just be repeating it so to set the stage for the listener. But Todd legitimately hasn't heard this yet. So go ahead, Todd.
So I have questions. Yeah. So if I know that Cory's reading it, and I know he's not the author of this, or at least I think he's not. But
well, he says yeah. We had to take it for his word.
Yeah. I take him at his word. But so you did. So this family of large people. I'm like picturing. Why am I picturing the cast of Roseanne? But anyway,
I'm not sure they're large people as much as they're just pointing out that sometimes their poops are large.
They never said that they're a large family.
So hold on a second, Bob. So now you got it. So you're positing that a family of little people can make turds so big
if
that
anything,
they mock you from the bottom of the bowl.
If anything, I'm
feel like
positing
little
that they're
people
probably
would make little poops.
If anything, I'm positing they're a group of regular people who have horrible diets and are maybe eating like an entire bag of Doritos for dinner, and then they get up in the morning and this is just the outcome.
What feels like to me, if you had we're on a Doritos and Mountain Dew diet, you'd have the spray shits, not the frickin' industrial logs that these people are talking about. It feels like these people are eating beans, prunes, and more beans and fiber-filled things. I don't even know what else has fiber like that.
All right, I think you've hit on an important point, but one that would likely be a side topic to this, which would cover the topic of how you would produce shits that would require a knife. Let's assume that, and maybe we revisit that at some point. Let's assume that we all know that happens from time to time, and that's where the article comes from. Okay,
but then I'm confused by So they're pooping in their back. Am I to assume that their shitter is in the laundry room?
Why would you? What did Cory say?
Because Cory read.
It really doesn't matter where the toilet's at.
Well, it kind of does, because do they get up from? So that usually there's a bathroom like in the middle of the house, and the laundry room's like usually by the garage or by a door. But you're telling me that so these people like drop a deuce, and then they get up from the deuce that won't flush, and they have to walk to the laundry room to get this knife off the rusty nail.
Not yet. Again, not known. So continuing on.
Okay. Okay.
So while I continue and you come up with your next thought, pour yourself a shot, Todd.
Yeah. Speaking of that, slight detour. Todd, what are you drinking tonight?
Dude, I showed the audience already. You didn't see it, Bob, but I'm drinking Secret by Wayfinder. It was on that list. Remember that you sent me the list for the World Beer Cup?
Yes.
This lovely dark lager, Czech style dark lager, won the silver medal. It's from Wayfinder Brewery in Portland, Oregon, our next door neighbor. So
it's not not double secret. It's secret.
Secret.
Okay.
Yeah, and for my shot, I'll be pulling out my old go-to, baby, that Crown Apple.
Crown Apple. All right, we got
Let's do the do.
The old trusty, old reliable Fireball, which we've only been drinking every day for 6 straight days.
Ugh. Ugh.
Actually, that's not true. We did spice in a little McGillicuddy's and some scotch,
Even more horrible.
which will not be making an appearance again at the trip for obvious reasons.
Yeah, who does shots of scotch?
You don't do a shot of scotch, but you sip on the scotch. But even the presence of scotch has been
Troublesome.
rightly deemed to be troublesome for the child's trip. So yeah, it's just a thing that I'll just drink in my house by myself, I guess.
There you go. Drink it alone. You and George Thorogood.
Sometimes you just have to.
I'm ready.
Still giving you trouble? Oh, hold on. Good?
I'm getting really weird feedback.
Okay.
I'll give you feedback.
Okay. All right.
Your beard needs to be trimmed.
Exactly.
Your hat's on crooked. Indy, go
Dude,
lay
my
down.
arm's sore.
Okay.
My arm's sore from holding up this
I
shot.
know, all right,
Are
here
we
go.
drinking it or not?
Yes, we are. Here we go. Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody.
Salute.
Woo.
That's the good stuff.
All right, dishing it back to you, sir.
Yeah. Tell me more about this knife slung on a nail in the laundry room that people are going to walk to after they've dropped said deuce in the toilet that has clogged the thing.
So it was
Do
normal
tell.
to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?" I thought it was standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife. Fast forward to 2022. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was the local dealer and always had guests over because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see what is a sideways one. So I crack the door open and call out for my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. He said, "My what?" I said, "Your poop knife." He goes, "I need to use it." He says, "What the fuck is a poop knife?"
As you
Exactly.
Obviously, he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guano glaive? I explain what it is and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people just start laughing. As it turns out, the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family and their fucked up bowels.
Word.
I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out she did not know what a poop knife was or had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, she didn't cook with it,
no.
but just used it to open Amazon boxes.
Oh,
boy.
no.
She will be getting her own utility knife now.
I was going to say, hopefully it wasn't hanging in the kitchen.
So yeah,
It's
that's
in the laundry room.
That's the article that you read, that you found for Booze News.
that is the article. Yes.
And subsequently, are you sharing the picture now?
I'm going to in a second. I just got to get something else set
Okay.
up here. So continue on for.
Oh, well, this is where, again,
But-
I'm paraphrasing, but subsequently, Cory decided that he needed to get a poop knife because the concept was alluring enough for him to follow through on. And it's now hanging, not in another room, not down the hallway, but the same. If you're going to have a plunger and you're going to have, a brush, it's generally going to be within grabbing distance of the toilet. And
Correct.
this is hanging up right next to the toilet paper roll on the wall.
At Cory's house?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah. In the absence of artwork that is forthcoming, yes, it's, a picture, the roll and then the knife.
So you're telling me that Cory and Danielle actually carve up their turds?
Well, I'm going to bet that even if for some crazy reason she needed to, she would probably be too ladylike to ever utilize said poop knife. So this is likely a Cory exclusive.
So I do have the poop knife on screen now.
That's looks like a spurtle.
So Todd,
What's a spurtle?
after hearing this story about the poop knife and this guy, I went on Amazon and I typed in poop knife.
And immediately
There was actually
rewarded.
This is what popped up right away. It came in a nice little package, and it had a little display card behind it,
Which proves it's not an insane idea if they sell it.
It is an insane idea. No. Bob,
They sell it on Amazon.
it's an insane idea, Bob, by any stretch. And just because they sell shit for it doesn't make it more sane. It does not. I reject your argument and it's on its face, in its totality, and completely, sir.
So
you're wrong.
Thankfully, this one can't get rusty because it's silicone based with a metal insert inside. Yeah. So it's very sturdy for those big poops.
It's got definitely
a
defined
the airport
handle.
when you take it on the road with you, Corey? Do
you have a road knife?
Customs?
A poop road knife?
Yeah, it's like a collapsible one, almost like an old stiletto.
Okay, but does it come with like a reattachable hook that you can hang it to in the hotel room?
No, you just stick it right on the wall. Okay. It's got a sticky back to it.
Does it?
Pop it right on the wall. But yeah, so Todd,
Corey, do you have the picture of this with the poop knife off the wall so I can see the stain that it's making at the bottom when you react?
No, thankfully.
Do you have a piece of art behind it?
we keep our poop knife very clean.
Mm-hmm.
When you say we, I assume you mean you, because she's not cleaning a poop knife she ain't using.
No, she always, if I forget sometimes, she'll come behind me and clean it up.
Is it just part of the normal bathroom cleanup routine? Like, clean the toilet,
if
clean
I
the
forget
sinks.
sometime. Oh, hey Corey, there's
clean
shit
the poop
on
knife.
the wall again. I had to clean the poop fucking spurtle.
Oops.
Just imagine that there is whatever. Looking at that poop knife on the wall, that there is a outline of it in brown, like underneath it. That if you lifted it off with you could tell exactly what was hanging there, whatever it's missing.
I made sure I made sure I cleaned it up for you guys for the picture that I took to put on the podcast.
I guess.
Yeah.
And just so you're aware, you should never invite me to your house because now, if I saw that in somebody's bathroom, I would just go upper deck.
The question I have really, Todd, is would you have joined this podcast if you had known about this before you did?
I don't think so. And this seems very wrong on so many different levels.
And Todd, I invite you to take an upper deck at our house because guess what? You can't, buddy. Because I have a little.
I've welded the top.
There's cabinetry over the top of the toilet. There's no way you're getting on top of that toilet and taking an upper decker. Absolutely none.
Oh,
physically impossible.
I'd take your spurtle out and scoop it in there. Then
I feel like you're underestimating the
exactly.
anal flexibility of Todd Dillon.
There's
to give you an upper decker.
There's absolutely no way whatsoever it could ever happen. I'm just saying. So I'll take the poop knife down now.
Challenge accepted.
Girl dinner. There you guys go. That's our poop knife.
Yeah. So to answer your question of who would use one of these things, there you have it.
It's
no sane person.
For the record, it's never actually been used. It's just a conversation piece. And I told Danielle when I first moved in, I said the only way that we'll ever get married is if you allow me to hang this poop knife in the bathroom.
No.
And as you can see, there's a poop knife in the bathroom, and we're married.
Well, you're wearing a ring. I mean, I remember the ceremony, but
fake ceremony. Ceremony.
If she went home like post honeymoon and saw it hanging there, she might have been like, "Listen, until I find another place that's in my price range, we'll just say we're married." But
caught us.
Yeah, this knife is a relationship ender.
It's a spurtle, Bob. Don't.
What is a spurtle?
Google it, bro.
I don't.
2025.
If you say a word, hold on. If you say a word on the show, you need to define it. Don't say a word on the show and then tell me to Google it. That's not how a podcast works.
Lori says, "Hello, gentlemen."
Hello,
she
Lori.
says as she watches a most ungentlemanly discussion.
Yes. How else would we be expected to resume a podcast after a week's vacation? All right. So, yeah.
And Lori, don't lie. Yeah, we know you have a poop knife as well.
She knows what a spurtle is too.
Well, I don't think anyone does.
No one does, Todd.
Everybody knows what a spurtle is.
All right. So Todd Dillon, let's
sir.
move on from here, and let's get. I need a chicken. I need a Seattle, Washington chicken update from you.
Oh, dude, this update could get me in trouble with PETA.
Oh, sounds like a solid start.
This is the part where if you're listening to the Schnozzcast and you like your car stereo, the caption will move from poop knives to chickens.
Exactly. Spurtles to poop spurtles to chicken talk.
No, because then people are going to be like, what is a spurtle? I do not have time.
Everybody knows what a spurtle is.
No
Bob,
one knows what a spurtle is. Anyway, chickens. Go.
Yes, sir. Yes. So I shared before that we had recently added 6 new chicks to our flock so that we could increase our egg production. And I don't know if I had shared this nugget. It's kind of hard for certain farmers to actually sex chickens properly. So of the 6 chickens that I added to my flock, I ended up for the first time with 2 roosters. One we call Richard because he's a dick. And the other one is a red chicken that I just had to call Sammy because Sammy Hagar is the red rocker. So Sammy and Richard are our 2 roosters. And kind of early on, when they were both about the same size, Richard, or Dick, as we like to call him, used to kind of regulate on all the baby chicks and kick the shit out of Sammy as well. And when I actually first kind of got them outside, he was brutally beating down Sammy so much that I had to catch them, but to catch him and kind of at least try and show him that he was not the boss of all the flock and kind of regulate a little bit. Turns out Sammy hit his growth spurt and then remembered all the ass kickings that he got from Richard and then started doing that to everyone else. Besides that, the other downside of having roosters is they make a shit ton of noise. And when I say a shit ton of noise, that cock-a-doodle-doo that people think that only happens like when the sun comes up and maybe a couple of times and then it goes away. Yeah, doesn't work that way. Turns out these little fuckers do it all fucking day, all night, any time of day or night, whenever they want to, and it's loud as hell. So, of course, I'm a problem solver. So the first thing I wanted to do, Bob and Cory, I'm like, how do you stop these motherfuckers from crowing all day and all night? Because it's loud as shit, and it wakes you up. Usually these knuckleheads get started around 4:30 in the morning, which is a bit of a bummer because my first meeting's at 5, so they wake me up early. Before they often wake me up early because they'll sometimes crow at 3:30 in the morning before I'm actually getting started for my day. But
how do you solve a problem like Maria?
So like Cory went online to find his poop spurtle, I went online to find, hey, Amazon, what do you have for solutions to roosters that crow too much? And lo and behold, Amazon sells these little Velcro chicken chokers, right? Because
that's insane. Just because
Yes.
they sell it on Amazon doesn't make it any less sane idea.
It's insane. And so I bought a package of chicken chokers. Not the chicken chokers you guys might normally think about choking the chicken. I'm talking about real rooster chokers that inhibits their ability, in theory, to take a deep enough breath to make a lot of noise. And then ultimately, when I was reading this article for these chicken chokers, that they would get frustrated at the fact that they couldn't draw enough air in to crow as loudly and as boldly as they'd like to, and they would eventually give it up. Turns out, now, 8 weeks in to these fuckers crowing every day at all hours of the day and night, chicken chokers are not fucking working. And these little motherfuckers are making a shit ton of noise. And still kicking the shit out of all the other peaceful chickens roaming my yard. And so then I get to the last bit of the update, Bob. The Sammy is now the biggest chicken that I've ever seen. You remember the what's the movie about Billy the Kid? Where they get all high on peyote and he goes, "Did you see the size of that goddamn chicken?"
Yes. Yeah, they got high peyote.
Yeah. Frickin' Sammy is the biggest fucking chicken I've ever seen. He is fucking enormous. And he's been
the size
kicking
of the
the
chicken that Peter Griffin beat the shit out of repeatedly on Family Guy.
Yes, at least that big. He's a big mofo. And so, again, he's beating up everybody. So I'm like, again, I'm the problem solver. So I went on to Amazon again. I'm like, hey, I've got this chicken choker from you. Is there another way that I can corral this motherfucker who's beating up all my other chickens? And lo and behold, they sell chicken tethers. So I'm going to tether this mofo and put him on like a dog chain to keep him so he can only go so far and stop molesting all my chicks, right?
Sure.
This is where my PETA issue comes in.
No, I think there was already a couple PETA issues in there, but yeah go ahead.
So I first catch Richard and put the tether on him. And
Notice
it's
how
got a
we
little
didn't say
and since
I
it's
first catch Dick.
yeah,
And I choked the dick.
he's already got his choker on. Dick's already gotten choked. And so I put the tether on him, and it's got a little cinch, a really padded cinch that doesn't hurt their little legs. So PETA, back off. And so I cinch it, but that little motherfucker ran to the other side of the house and was able to uncinch the fucking thing and get it off. So when I caught Sammy, and by the way, if anybody has video of me chasing these little fuckers around my yard and they put some Benny Hill fucking music to the background, we're gonna be TikTok
Send it to
billionaires.
schnozzcast@gmail.com or DM me at Schnozzcast on Instagram, please. I have my own Benny Hill music I will put behind it, and we will put it on the internet forever.
Because it's not a pretty thing, me catching these chickens. But I caught them.
Todd, hold on. Do your neighbors know that you're on a podcast?
Oh no, I don't speak to my neighbors. That's why.
How are we ever going to get footage of you if your neighbors? Well, okay.
Todd,
Your neighbors may know that there's a crazy guy next door to them who's chasing chickens.
It's not. Well, again, I'm on 7 acres, Bob, and we're on. There's like 2 houses on 20 acres, 3 houses on 20 acres. My place.
All right.
So they might. I don't know if they might spy on me because I like to roam the house. Natural every now and again. So people might be taking it in.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Listen. Okay. So this is another reason why I think earlier, Todd, in the last year, I've implored you to make friends with your mailman. Invite him in for steaks. That's the guy who's going to take pictures of what the fuck he sees every time he's delivering your mail, which it seems like it's an escalating list of craziness.
They do, actually, dude. They do. I actually, no lie, because I can see it when I open the gate for the drivers when they come to deliver stuff.
Yeah, in the nude. That's the kind of
no. I'm not. They don't. Those guys haven't caught me in the nude. I don't go out there and just show my stuff.
Listen, people who are in the nude going au naturel on their property or in their home don't ever know when they're being captured in the nude. They just assume they don't get to see them. It's always a surprise capture in the nude. It's not like you're planning to be caught. People who are in the nude,
but I know it's not my delivery people.
No,
it's not. But I see my delivery people on the cameras, Bob. I know what they're doing. But anyway. Long story long, I caught Sammy, and then I had the ingenious, so I cinched it on him. But then I told Mary, I'm like, "Hey, go grab the duct tape," and I duct taped the thing so he couldn't uncinch the cinch that protected his little foot. And then
it's meant for ducks.
I know. And then I studiously watched to make sure that he didn't catch his little. And by the way, Amazon, fuck me. Again, talk about a product that's not what you need. The tethers, well, again, the cinch right out of the box, they don't work because Richard was able to pull his off with ease within about 3 minutes, after it took me about 40 minutes to catch his ass. But with Sammy, I duct taped it on him, but the tethers themselves are only about 2 feet long. So they're not fucking long enough to actually tie to anything and not be actually truly being cruel to the chickens. So I'm like, well, the tether idea isn't going to work out the way that I had envisioned it, but I'll leave this tether on this little motherfucker because I think that 2.5 feet of string on the back of this tether will make it easy for me to catch him, which it did. So when I walk out in the morning and let them out of their run and let them do some free ranging, I can step on the end of Richard's tether and easily grab and pick him up. He hates it. But anyway, I'm like, this is perfect. And Mary says to me, well, he's not going to get that tether caught in anything, is he? And I said, of course not. I've been watching him for the last 2 weeks. There's nothing for it to get tangled in. It's too short to do anything. So the first day I went out of town, I get this panic call on the phone. Todd, Sammy's caught in the blueberry bushes and the tether's tangled around all the branches. He's hanging upside down and the chickens are pecking his head off. So it turns out.
Who called you, Mary?
Yep. Turns out Sammy got his dumb ass tangled up in the blueberry bushes, fell upside down, and then all the other chickens that he'd been fucking with for the last 2.5 months exacted their revenge. And they pecked the shit out of that little mofo, so much so that he buried his head between a couple of rocks, and Mary had to save him and bring him into the house for a week. So, yeah. So we had to cut the tether off. And again, you can buy all manner of stupid shit on Amazon and other sites. Doesn't make it a good idea. And that's my story.
That was a long and incredibly detailed chicken update.
Thank you, sir.
And I love it.
So I have a very easy solution to this problem, Todd.
I know. They should make it to the dinner table.
You kill that fucking chicken.
Oh no, that's the answer.
I mean,
That
after everything he's tried.
In fairness, when we first saw kind of the nature of roosters, I did kind of offer that up. I'm like, hey, we could feed these two for another couple of weeks, and then they could go to the estate in the freezer in the garage. And
I'm just saying,
somebody in the house wasn't having that. I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I don't even know where to begin guessing at that one, but
oh no, I don't either. But
I say you just be like, oh my god, no, he died last
oh
night.
my god, no.
Oh no,
with that sort of expressionless,
nobody got a
doll eyes view.
Certain people did not find it as amusing as I did to hear that he had kind of fallen upside down from the blueberry bush and got the shit pecked out of him.
Yeah,
they bloodied him up pretty good.
Listen, random person in the house that didn't want to do this. I just happened to go outside, and yep, he died of natural causes today.
Yeah,
he's a beautiful bird too. He's beautiful.
He's
a big ass beautiful bird, but he is a total tool.
Sounds tasty.
And he's a loud tool.
I want to pick,
dude. His drumsticks would be freaking fabulous.
I mean, I know where we go from here, buddy.
I want to piggy tail off of one of the things that you talked about and go into booze news, Cory. I don't know if you can call it up real quick, but I'm going to play the music.
And now it's time for booze news.
Whose voice is that? Who's that dude?
So this is a story that was recent. It reminded me of it, actually. It's from sometime in the last week. A man was awarded $12,500 in recompense after. So here's what happened. So there's a man in Argentina. Nothing against the Argentinians, but let's just setting the stage. Man lives in Argentina, right? So let's say he was tending to his garden in his own backyard, behind which, and he was separated from all of his neighbors by a 6.5-foot wall, right? So unless this guy was Shaq, he probably was going to be okay. But he decided that while he was tending to his garden, he felt that this is the time where I just want to get closer to nature, and I'm going to strip down to my bare ass. And I'm going to tend to my garden because it was surrounded by a 6.5-foot wall all around all sides in my own backyard in Argentina. Unbeknownst to him, there was a Google Street View camera that was capturing like light pole or traffic light level video and pictures of trying to make sure that they get Google Street View images of the block, the neighborhood that he was in. And they captured him along with his house number and his street name and his bare ass and put it up on Google Street View. And it was all from behind. It was his bare ass from behind in a small town.
He walked. So wait a minute. He walked forwards and backwards, all in reverse. So he must have known the camera was watching him.
No idea. It captured him completely nude from behind. The only problem was that it was broadcast on Argentinian TV, which covered the story and shared widely on social media. So everyone, I'm not sure exactly how populous Argentina is, but I'm going to assume that everyone in Argentina knew this guy's name and where he lived.
No.
So
Argentina is a country, Bob, not a freaking a town.
But I don't know how populous a country it is. You know, population-wise, is it compared to the United States? Is it compared to the UK? What is comparable? I don't know.
I'm going to tell you right now. The population in Argentina as of 2024, 45.7 million mofos, Bob. So I would imagine a lot of people don't know this dude's crack.
I'm going to say that brings the number to 45.7 million people who knew this guy's ass and what street number and name he lived at. And he sued them because he claimed that the invasion exposed him to ridicule at work and among his neighbors. And
he won $8 gazillion, I hope.
A court dismissed his claim for damages. Then they ruled that he only had himself to blame for walking around in inappropriate conditions in the garden of his home.
No, that's trash.
So he appealed. And he
Indeed
won $12,500 for his job.
What?
You heard me.
He got jobbed. Argentina is the 8th largest country in the world.
He got jobbed. Why? By the amount of money that he won?
Indeed.
No, no.
What's the currency of Argentina? Is it the U.S. dollar or is it the Argentinian?
The Argentinian peso.
Half dollar.
Half dollar. Just an American dollar torn in half.
I'm not really sure what.
Yeah, no, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy?
Yeah.
His privacy was encroached upon.
Corey, we're huge in Argentina.
No, it wasn't taken in his.
Hang on a second.
No, it wasn't taken in his house.
But on his property,
you could argue that a 6.5-foot wall surrounding his entire property should have been enough. I mean, how high does that wall have to be?
I hate to tell you,
right?
The only place you have privacy is inside your home, not outside. You will never have privacy outside your home.
Well,
I do.
Goddamn shame.
No, you don't, Todd.
I do.
You do not. There are plenty of U.S. satellites that fly over every day that will capture pictures of your backyard.
They should not capture pictures of me
and
walking around
in hot pursuit of your chickens.
Exactly, in hot pursuit of my chickens, naked or clothed. However that happens,
they could. And that's why it's written into law.
Stay out of my freaking yard.
Nope, never. It's never going to happen. I can guarantee you that.
That's trash.
So, and this guy should also be very happy that he was caught doing that. I would only be so happy and so proud of myself to be caught by Google Maps walking through my backyard bare-assed. I would show people the picture.
Well, you wouldn't have to. I think that's the point. You wouldn't even have to be aware of it. It's on Google Maps for the world to see.
And again, too, the minute amount of people looking for your bare ass over the entire world on Google Maps is few and far between.
But our thousands of listeners are going to be searching for it right now. This guy's getting harmed again right at this very moment.
That's a good point, Todd.
This guy should have gotten $12.5 billion from Google. You know what that would have been?
No, he shouldn't have even gotten He shouldn't have even gotten $4.
$12.5 billion.
Negative. I'll tell you what. From here on out, I'm quitting my job. I'm laying out in the backyard every day with my bare ass exposed, hoping to get caught on a Google Cam. That's my mission in life now. That's all I'm going to do.
Well, Todd, remember how litigious EMC used to be, and they used to be like, "Fucking sue us."
Exactly.
We retain only the best and most expensive lawyers, and we'll take any lawsuit you got.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. This guy should just be happy and elated that his bare ass was caught on a Google camera.
No, he should. Corey, he built a 6.5-foot privacy fence.
Again, your backyard does not fall into that category.
It's his domain.
No, your backyard is not your domain.
Yeah, well,
someone comes into your backyard, you cannot shoot them. Someone comes into your home, yes, you can shoot them, depending on what state you're in.
Some people have argued that even when you're in your home now, in 2025,
you can't shoot them. Exactly.
Exactly.
You have to
even
tell them
the
to
inside of your
nicely.
home is not your domain.
That's why I said it's a state-by-state basis, but still, there are plenty of states that, yes, as long as someone enters your home, not your property, you can't shoot someone for coming on your property. But as far as your home's concerned, yes, you can. So your domain.
I'm going to turn Sammy and freaking Bo loose on anyone that comes onto my property, damn it.
I was not done yet.
Sorry.
So anyone that comes into your home, yes. Again, state-by-state basis. You can shoot them. You can do whatever because
We're not talking
your home.
shooting
Todd,
people
again,
is different than getting my wiener freaking
No, it's not because
over the interwebs because somebody wants to get jollies because I
all
like
this is
the
about
air
privacy.
caressing my tender taint when I'm
And
in my own yard.
Holy shit!
Privacy.
There's so many different potential episode titles, and the sentence he just said. I'm
So-
going to wait for after the podcast is over to unpack it all.
So again, no, your backyard. You have no sense of privacy whatsoever.
Side yard,
Nope,
front yard,
nothing. Nothing even front yard. So, because again, then guess what I should be doing? I should be suing Amazon because when I came out of the bathroom one day when Danielle was already at work and I was getting ready for work, and Rue has
Did you
a
ever caught
tendency.
you spanking it?
You caught your dick in the mail slot.
Rue has a tendency to open the curtain very wide, especially when she sees someone on the porch. And I turn the corner, and me and the Amazon driver locked eyes.
You met eye to eye. Did you?
We were.
Oh no, eye to eyes.
we locked eyes,
Oh, I bet you did.
and her mouth just kind of dropped a little bit,
Yeah.
and I just kind of Homer Simpsoned it.
Oh,
back.
it was a female.
Yeah,
Nice.
I Homer Simpsoned it back into the
That's my
bathroom.
dog.
So yeah, I should be suing Amazon
Why
because
would you Homer Simpson it? I thought you'd be proud of your little freaking angry aunt. You should have strutted proudly to your front window and saying, "Hey, I don't have any privacy since you're in my yard, biatch."
No, again, I have more of a case because I was in my home. She was looking into my home. So now you are disrupting my privacy.
Only because you provided a window into your home.
Guess what? I didn't provide it. The dog did. So again,
I love how your whole case is hinging upon your canine friend.
well, I didn't open the curtain up. Rue did. You know, I can't help that. And I didn't think there was anyone on the porch because she'll bark at a squirrel at, someone across the street. I did not think it was the Amazon driver on the porch that was going to be looking into the window at Rue and then coincidentally see me walk out of the bathroom in all my glory.
Coincidentally, he said with quotes.
And Todd, yes, I would have strutted my stuff off had it been a day that I had used the old Manscaped trimmer. But I was a little embarrassed with my pubic hygiene at the time. So I was like, oh, I better back up a little bit.
This is very distinctly a male leaning podcast tonight. Sometimes we're we do some female sensitive topics, but not tonight, boys.
Rory says, caressing my tender taint is the episode title.
Did you see what I put after that though, Cory?
No, not yet.
It hasn't popped up yet.
Hey Todd. Hey Todd.
Yes, sir.
The last movie that I have in OneNote under your name as an assignment was The Promised Land. Did you give a review on that yet?
I did not.
Well, you watched it, I assume.
You don't
No, he did not.
Were you looking in my yard, Bob, over my 7-foot fence
No, sir.
with your Google camera?
No, I've got Apple. I don't have Google products. But did you watch The Promised Land?
You know I did, dude.
All right,
I don't
well,
freaking schlep.
Let's go then, baby, because we did reviews of what we watched the last couple
Then
times.
hit the song then, bitch. I'll do it.
Gentlemen's agreement, gentlemen's agreement, gentlemen's agreement, gentlemen's agreement, gentlemen's agreement, oh, gentlemen's agreement, oh, it's the motherfucking gentlemen's agreement.
All right, sir. This is a Todd Dillon centric gentleman's agreement segment tonight because Cory and I did not watch our assignments, but I wanted to make sure to get you something.
We were on vacation, buddy.
We were on vacation. And by the way, you did miss a couple of episodes, so just trying to catch up.
All right.
Just trying to catch up.
Fair enough.
All right. So you had to watch The Promised Land, assigned by me.
I did have to.
Okay. I'm going to pour myself a shot while Todd gets ready to give his review.
Todd, you're full screen, buddy. Let's go.
Were you ready?
Yep.
Who
Born
assigned
ready.
it to me?
Me.
All right. So The Promised Land is a movie that cannot be assigned to Cory because I was shocked about 17 minutes into the movie when I realized, oh, the subtitles are going to be going on the entire thing.
Yes.
Because the star of the movie is the actor Mads Mikkelsen. For those of you, I'm not a big actor's name remember person, but he's the guy who played Hannibal in the TV series Hannibal.
He was also Le Chiffre in Casino Royale with Daniel Craig.
That too. There you go.
I'm
He's
not
been
a
in a bunch of shit.
Actor's name rememberer person.
Yeah, he's a he's a very Cro-Magnon European style actor, and he is Danish. And the movie kind of sets up. He actually petitions the government. He's a soldier who served his country, and he petitions his government to basically own the heath. It's this untamable piece of land in Denmark, I believe it is. And I thought they were speaking German the whole time, but turns out I might have been wrong. But neither here nor there. Subtitles is what's needed because none of it's in English. But anyway, this guy petitions the government to take on this piece of land that no one can do anything with it. It's just so barren and the conditions are bad. It either rains too much or too little. The soil is really shitty. It's in a really shitty spot. And anyway, the government says, yeah, everybody who's tried to tame this land has failed. He's like, I got an idea and I got a crop that's going to grow here. And long story long, he ends up trying to be a potato farmer on this really shitty piece of land. And with nobody who really wants it, there's one other aristocrat who also kind of wants this property. I don't know that he wants to do anything with it, but he screws with him the whole time. So there's a great bit of antagonist, protagonist, a dude trying to conquer the earth and grow potatoes. And at the end of the day, Bob, even though you can never assign this to Cory or anybody who doesn't like subtitles, really, 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 really good movie. I'll give it a solid B+. Must-see movie.
Woo! I will take it. Yeah, that's exactly why it was a movie that went into the to-be-assigned list for Todd and not for Cory. Where, the incredible subtitles, but I thought he did a really, really good job. I'd only seen him in a couple.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
great movie. The plot is amazing. Even though you're reading the subtitles, you can your humanity plugs into what's going on, and again, I want it to be spoiler free, but I will share. There's one point where the weather and everything is going really, 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 really bad, and like everybody's getting ready to die because there's even the animals are dying, and he's like, I am not fucking planting this or letting anybody eat the fucking potatoes I have. Not fucking one. they're like days away from all being dead, and that dude's good. We're gonna die here with food, and I don't give a fuck. So awesome movie. Worth the watch. Even like I said, if you don't like subtitles, you'll be a little bit bummed, but it's a high quality movie.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Very welcome. Thank you for the assignment.
Absolutely. So to close this out, you're going to get an assignment for next time from Cory, because that one came from me.
Okay.
So I've had this one on the list for you for a second, Todd, but you have Sabotage.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it.
Is that the one that you mentioned to me? I think I have it on my watch list, although it has been assigned to me in Gentleman's Agreement. It's on my watch list.
I don't think I assigned it to you, but Todd, I can tell you here in a second. Should be on Amazon Prime.
I have Amazon Prime, and let me just do a quick check. Sabotage. Who's in it?
The Arnold Schwarzenegger himself.
the Arnold. The
Arnold,
one and only.
The one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, just for folks that are keeping track.
Didn't I complain about that? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I think I saw that one recently, right? Didn't I just see that?
You gave it to him.
I did,
on
and I
May 10th.
and I was mad.
Yeah. He watched it at May 10th.
Oh, I didn't
And I
mark
was
it off
mad.
my
It got
list.
like an F minus. Yeah.
I can't recall the grade, but yes, it is. What you were assigned it on May 10th. And
Yes.
you did give a review.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I did.
then I got
It sucked. It sucked.
Oh, shit.
Dog balls.
Oh, shit.
Then guess what? I got one for you that I know you have not seen yet. You've seen the original Happy Gilmore, correct?
I've seen the second one as well.
Oh
Oh, you have watched it
no!
already. Oh, son of a bitch.
Shooter
Fuck.
McGavin, bro. Dude.
All right. Well,
I know
while
about
Corey,
bitch.
No, then we can. There's still a
keep
couple.
going.
Have you seen Vice Principals?
Yes. That's
Street.
got my boy in it, Danny
He's
McBride.
just gonna start rattling off shit now.
Street Kings
Street Kings.
with Keanu Reeves.
Probably not.
Okay.
All right.
Take Street Kings then, because I still have that for Bob as well.
Yeah.
On Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
Nope, never seen it.
All right. You got Street Kings.
All right. And just
It only gets 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb. And it
Let's
gets
not judge by the
37 Rotten
IMDb
Tomatoes.
rating. Let's not judge. There have been a lot of shitty movies that they've gotten great reviews.
That's true.
It's not unheard of. And
that's
in
true.
case
Captain
people
America's
are keeping,
in it. I'm gonna give it a shot. Open mind.
Yes.
In case-
Yeah. Captain America is in it as well, and he's very young in it too.
in case people are keeping track, Corey's assignment that for review for next time, he hasn't watched it yet, is Black Mirror, and my assignment is The Accountant,
The first one.
the first one.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's up and coming. So listen, if you don't like the poop knife talk and the the ungentlemanly discussions, then and you're just only waiting for us to do the Gentleman's Agreement reviews, then this is the part where, like, oh my God, this is what we got coming up.
And
Folks.
Todd, just for future reference, have you seen either of The Accountants yet?
I have seen the first one.
Okay, so you haven't seen the second one yet?
Nope.
Okay, I will keep that in my list for you then.
You know, the funny thing is that I have a short list of stuff that's in my watch list for Todd. I don't even have to ask him if he's seen any of these. I guarantee he has not. None of them.
Name one.
Fuck yeah, I'll name one. You ready?
Yep.
Frantic.
Nope.
All right,
All right. All done?
that takes care of that right there.
Ready to move on?
I was gonna say yeah, but I'm like I can't even pull off the lie convincingly. I'm like, oh, I've seen that.
The crazy part is I watched it again last night. I don't think I'd seen it for the last like 15 years. Watch it last night. Because I picked it up for like $5 at Occult 83. Shout out to Occult 83. Totally worth it. I have no idea
It's
what.
an old movie too, 1988.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely an old movie. And it was directed by a guy who'd been exiled from the United States and could not return. So he's like, I'll just fucking shoot my movie in France.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
So
why
there's
you
a few.
watched it.
There's a few subtitles. Oh,
few.
as a Francophile, someone who loves movies that are set in Paris and
Wait.
and France.
Hang on.
Yeah.
This is when Harrison Ford goes over to Europe and his wife gets kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
Saw it.
You fucking asshole. There's no way you saw this movie.
I absolutely saw it.
The second he see, this is why you
All
shouldn't
right.
you
You
shouldn't have told him the plot.
No.
because I
Well,
guarantee,
Yeah,
I
it's
guarantee
just-
he
I
looked
would
it up and he was like,
I would have had
nah.
to call him and go, yeah, I was
No,
wrong.
but
did
I
see it.
trust that Todd is not someone to look at the plot and go, this is something I'm not interested in. I'm just going to lie about the fact that I didn't see it.
No,
I
no, I
trust
saw
that
this.
it means that he actually saw it.
Yeah, I did.
Mhm.
I did. Dude,
We
I
took a
typically
blood
don't miss movies
oath
with Harrison Ford.
as brothers. I trust that Todd's being honest when he. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
name another
I've
one,
seen it.
Todd. I'll name another one.
Because actually, Bob, I can tell you that there's the scene where they're out at the fountain during the crazy chase. So yeah, I've seen the movie.
Fuck, he's right. Here you go. For Mad Men only, the stories of Del Close.
Never heard of it.
There you go.
There you go. See, you were 1 for 2. 50%.
No, I find it only took me one to get to another one that you had not seen.
Oh wait,
So,
yeah.
I've seen it. Just
No,
kidding.
there's no fucking way you've seen it.
All right, so point proven.
Point proven. Let's close out, boys, with 90-second sports.
90-second sports. Second sports.
There it is. There we go.
Bob, you are one great beatboxer. I'll tell you that much.
No, I am absolutely not. But thanks for lying about that.
Truly
Appreciate
a hidden talent.
hidden gem. All right, Todd.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on? So, where do you want to start? You want to start with football? You want to start with baseball?
Well, I want to start with just a moment to.
By the way, Cory,
lost it.
I love the fact that this is a very Todd-centric episode. Todd's had a lot of like one-on-one, like close-up screen time in the show because we have not had the pleasure of Todd's company for the last couple of episodes, and it makes me happy.
That's Todd's fault, not ours.
Well,
I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. All right, Todd, go ahead.
No, well, the first thing I wanted to start out with is again, let's give a little bit of due to athletes we just lost recently. Alex Del Vecchio from the Red Wings passed away recently.
Yeah.
We lost Ryan Sandberg, and I'll give him his props, even though I think he's kind of a piece of crap. But Hulk Hogan, I guess, is an athlete who died recently.
As an athlete, 100% like props given. As a person, yeah. I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that. Meh. I'll leave it at
it's exactly. Yeah.
But as an athlete, yes.
Yeah,
During the early WWF days,
100%.
Yeah.
And Dwight Muhammad Qawi, the boxer. Again, I'm not a big fan of the sweet science of boxing, but he is a fighter who I was familiar with. Yep, as a kid. So
I would have thought you were a much more of a boxing fan than that.
no, I mean, I've paid for my fair share of fights, but I wouldn't say that. Again, I think it's such a dirty business, right? It's not wrestling where it's 100% scripted, but I think boxing is fixed and dirty to a degree where I'm like, eh.
Right.
So anyway, yeah. But I mean, ultimately, there's a couple others. I think this last month has been really, really rough on professional athletes. There's a bunch of them. One of the recent Philadelphia Eagles succumbed to cancer. So again, I just wanted to give a little bit of due to sports figures who passed away recently. And then the other thing is, it's football season, baby. Did you see the freaking Hall of Fame trash that they freaking rolled out on Thursday?
Yes, I did. Did you also see Dan Campbell's? I assume you're talking about the Lions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you see Dan Campbell's post-game conference comments?
I did not. But I did hear that he threatened to cut everybody, which that's like
I'm
mostly what's
sum
going
it
to
up.
happen to the people who played.
I'm going to sum it up for you, and I'm paraphrasing here. This is not a direct quote, but essentially what he said was, if you're wearing Detroit gear, if you're wearing Detroit Lions gear, and you can't hang on to the fucking football, it's going to be really tough to keep you around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which, if you hear that
That's
from your
fair.
coach, that is, there's no better notice to give. Like, there's no more fucks to give. There's no more second chances.
Well, yeah, and
This is the first preseason game. But then they put two quarterbacks and they both threw interceptions, 5 turnovers, one off the opening kickoff.
Right, so I had to give Campbell credit, though, for the fact that bringing that up and being like, hey, you look back at the last 2 seasons we've had.
Yeah.
Look how goddamn good we were. And if you're not going to play that good, then you don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, we're going to be that good and probably better. That's the bar you have to meet.
Yeah. And I as a coach, I see nothing wrong with that. Especially,
Nope.
Again, if he had the last 2 seasons and they were shit and he made that statement, then
Only 5 turnovers. Some of these
Right.
guys need to start.
Right.
Because we've
Like-
had usually 10.
yeah, then I would understand. But no,
Yeah.
after the last 2 seasons, he has every right to say, yeah, if you're not here, you're gone.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, ultimately, I think that he did exactly what I would expect any coach to do, and that they clearly got outclassed. They clearly were outperformed. And again, remember preseason games, especially the early ones. This is about 60% of the people on the field are meant to be cut, right? There's a reason why you hear all the great stories. Who's the kid who went, they covered, who rolled in for his pre-signing interview in his own custom jersey?
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, there's a reason why there's kids from Grand Valley who are there, because again, each team draws from their local pool of people that they might give a shot to, and at the end of the day, most of them are going to get cut. The good news is, if they really have all the tools that it takes, other teams will see their film and pick up on it, and they can continue. The cool thing about sports is you can keep trying until you get it right. Not everybody makes a team their first year or their first thing, and so I think him kind of saying it's going to be hard to stick around if you turn the ball over, I think it's the same conversation you had with Jared Goff 2 years ago. The fact when he was careless, and again, I think you got to say those things out loud all the time. It still feels like to me that one of the coaches had their team better prepared than the other. So kind of in retrospect, it seemed like Harbaugh's told him that before they actually hit the field.
Right. Right. But Campbell being a player's coach, right? A coach who
and
was
Harbaugh's
a player.
Not
that he wasn't, but
Harbaugh is a player in the toughest position.
Quite a longer time ago, I think, than Campbell. Maybe I could be wrong about that, but
well, he's older than Campbell, but again, he was a player. Remember, he was the Bears quarterback.
But I think that Dan Campbell has that kind of cred in the locker room, that he's just going to talk like a player and say, "Look, boys, here's where you got to be. Let's not make any mistake about this. Every one of you guys in these Hall of Fame like preseason games are competing with each other for a starting job.
Position. For a job. Not forget about that. That's, again, starting position is high school, college, frickin' for fun shit.
Well,
this is a profession and a business. They might be
kept on for as a second string. They might be retained.
It's a job still, right?
It's still a job. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So so Harbaugh played for, which by the way, it was Isaac Tesla
from Hudsonville, from Michigan,
from the Lions.
And they had another kid from Grand Valley on the team that got to, I think it was one of the receivers, Lyle Lovett's kid.
So
love it.
And then
this is absolutely they've just put out was it Behind the Den or Inside the Den on YouTube? I think I sent you a link. They just put out the second episode, which really kind of covers the inside the coach's room during the draft conversations and drafting each of these guys, including Tesla, including Lovett, and how that went down and what they really saw in these people that caused them to pick them in their respective rounds. Mm-hmm. So, all of that now needs to pay off, and they put their faith in them and told all these guys on the phone, like, just come here and produce. That's all we expect from you. Like, we need you to help us out. Now is the time where they need to do that. And
so, for context as well, Harbaugh started playing with the Bears in '87. He finished his career, and it says there's actually something on here about the Detroit Lions. I have to look up what he actually did for the Lions, but he was also part of the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
Dan Campbell started his career with the Lions in 2006. So there's a big.
It's a bit of a, but that doesn't take anything away from Harbaugh.
No,
because Todd's right. He did prepare his team, at least his B team in the preseason, to really, take it to the Lions. Was it 34-7, the final?
Something like that.
Something like that. That seems about right. 34-7 or 37-14, something like that. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, here's the thing, and I'm going to say something very unpopular on the podcast, and this, especially since we're getting ready to hang this one up. Don't get me wrong. I think I like Dan Campbell as the Lions coach. He's not winning the Super Bowl here. He's going to be gone before the Lions get the Super Bowl. I'm willing to put $1 American dollar on it. I do. I don't think. Again, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I don't think, because just watching the way that his press conference comments should have been in everyone's minds 5 weeks ago. Like, it should have been redundant. Like, literally, the report should have been, this is like the 17th time dude has said what he said to these guys. So I wonder if they're going to pick it up or they're all going to get cut. And he takes crazy risks that pay off a lot of the time. That shit will wear thin. Mike Vrabel knows the Patriots way and won a lot of games in Tennessee. They ultimately couldn't get over the hump. I think he strikes me as a Vrabel type, right? I don't think Vrabel's going to make the Patriots more competitive than they were over the last couple of years, but I don't think he's going to win a Super Bowl either. I just don't think there's a certain specific thing that you see in the coaches who win stuff, and the Harbaugh brothers have it figured out. And I think that Dan Campbell, again, I think the cool thing about the NFL and its nepotism, right? He's gonna get fired at some point because the team won't be able to get over this hump, but he'll get another job really quickly. So, he's not the guy who's going to get him to the promised land. Based on what I've seen, I don't think so. But I'm
close out the episode.
Take a bets.
Todd, we've had a shot sitting here. Pour yourself up one more shot, and that's what we're going to end on, boys.
Yeah, I think it's a good call.
I like it.
Also, while we're waiting for Todd on that, first Lions regular season game is against the Packers on the 7th of September at 4:25 p.m.
That's Sunday.
What's that?
Sunday?
It's a Sunday. Yeah.
We did.
So we got to talk. Jason has already reached out to us from Uncle Ray's. Are we going to be podcasting here? He's like, podcast?
So
I told him we would talk about it.
Cheers real quick, and then we'll finish this story before we end the episode. Cheers, Todd.
Cilantro.
Cheers.
So we went from
That's
Jason
stuff.
always going back and forth about us badgering him about doing a live podcast from Uncle Ray's.
Dude, we're starting 2025 season. He's like,
and
now he's on our dick.
And it took 2 years for him. He was always like, well, guys, man, I don't know, man. We'll see, man. And then finally we did one, and ever since
we've not just done just one. We've done several.
Oh yeah, and without him even reaching out, without us even reaching out to him.
Correct.
He texted Bob and I the other day.
Yep.
And Todd, sorry, he doesn't have your number, so that's why he didn't reach out to you.
I wanted Todd to know
that. Yeah,
I think he doesn't like black people.
Could be the case, but either way,
come to Uncle Ray's.
No black,
only whites,
no blacks allowed.
Whites only.
Whites and Native American and one Native American.
Right, yes. Indian Don's always welcome.
Absolutely.
Native American Don, Corey.
But I like to think it was. I like to think the offer was due to the hard work that all three of us had put in to try.
Oh, it was a genuine offer, and he was very, very excited. He's like, dude, without any of us reaching out to him, he literally texted us yesterday, and he's like, hey, Lions games are coming up. You boys going to be up there for the first one. I'm like, wow,
nice.
It meant a lot because clearly
nice.
We've done something that he really enjoys and that the crowd enjoys. So for him to reach out to us and say, yeah, I want you up here for the very first one. Please, anything you guys can do.
Well,
please.
Okay. That's not a direct quote.
That part was. That was.
Yeah, we're putting a few words in his mouth.
But no, the fact that he reached out.
We will shut down if you're not here.
The fact that he reached out to us about doing the first Lions game unprompted was very cool. And so thank you, Jason. Yes, we will do what we can to be there. And
absolutely.
We'll see you guys on the next episode.
100%.
Sweet.
Boys, I love you. So good to be back together. It's been a little while. We've had, life gets in the way. It's the middle of summertime. Sometimes you just have to take a break, and any opportunity we have to get back together in this show, it's the fucking best. And with that, cheers, everybody.
See ya.
Peace out.